welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from Denver. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Running for the first time with Case Brown. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6.
18, 5 years. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And they will finally run him down. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 33 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Hit. Panther 60, 19 tight, 1979 Broncos. Panther 11. Let go.
Now they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, KC.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
Ready.
Here's Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, is clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10.
19, track 60. Track 60. 19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats. Steady.
He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Like curve 19. Curve 19.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Out to his right. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Here to begin the drive. The throw here is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On the ground, that is Rashard Smith. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Third and 5. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
The Broncos bringing out their puncher. Forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go, strike. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
18 Bradley. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Come on. 70 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll look to throw again. What a short pass here, caught by his tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Nebraska. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Here we go. Ready.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Trap 60, trap 60. Warrior 70. Rig alert, rig alert.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal.
Let's go.
They'll send their tight end left.
Let's go.
Brown. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Chiefs on top. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Ready. Hey, smash throw. Bronco. Check it.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he's in! Chase Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs are out to a 10-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. He'll grab it at the 12. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Got it. Ready?
He'll get this out to the left flat. No chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7.
Let's go now. AT Cardinal, 8. Out, out. Go.
Shotgun snap, and they'll run it with Smith. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. And the Chiefs are going to get the football at their own 40.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Got it. Ready?
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's tough to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito, getting in there for the sack. Number 3 on the year for him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Ready? 18. 70 Lions. Warriors 70.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. Big play for KC. 33 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call. Identify the holes along the back end. And then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Brings up second and
8. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. Set.
A carry here for Brown. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
13-yard line.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Now Brown. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Ready?
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, KC. That his second TD catch of the season.
Great job here on fourth and goal. The most difficult play to defend, Mike, is scramble pass in the red zone. There's teams out there that create these exact opportunities because of the stress it puts on coverage. That's why it's so critical for these defenses to keep the quarterbacks in the pocket, because when you don't, it is so hard to latch onto these receivers for that amount of time.
Daniel Carlson.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On second down, they'll go with Smith. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
To the air now on first and 10. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Olsen and Evo. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, but this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
19 tight.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10.
19, 18. Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
They'll send Worthy in motion.
Ready.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Remember, he had a touchdown catch the last time he had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Set. 8, Cougar 19. Lions, 79 Broncos.
They'll send Worthy in motion. Back to the air one more time. A ball deep for the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready, shot 60, shot 70, Timberwolf. Warrior 70. Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll send Worthy in motion.
Ready.
Well, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cup 19, Buffalo 18. Go Street. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go. Cowboys, 19 tight, 19 tight. 18, Pioneer. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he'll take this one in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas misses. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Ready up! Here we go, set! 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle! 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat!
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Broncos. 54 yards.
At the 13-yard line.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both. And
that is hard. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
79 Broncos!
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And they get the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Here we go, set! Cougar 19! Dragon 60! Ready, ready?
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Rolling right. He's going to air this one out. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
On the set! Set! 70 Lions! Warrior 70! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers! Take over!
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Moving to his right. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
Mike, these are the plays that on the stat sheet, the offensive lineman, look at the quarterback a little sideways. He has a chance to just throw that ball out of bounds, but instead, he takes it out of bounds himself, and that goes on the stat sheet as a sack.
He'll look to throw. Escaping to his left. The second down throw is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one. Third and 11.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Headed left. Fine time. He'll let it go deep left sideline. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Ready? Prep 18, 5 in. Come back, team. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 70 Timberwolves.
Hill drops to throw. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
And the kick is good. So what a finish to his first half as they extend the lead. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Viking 18.
They'll throw out of the gun. For a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
At their own 42-yard line.
on here with Brown. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. John A. Barron is there to make the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5.
Here we go. Riggs. Cowboy 80. Hut, hut.
Now, faking the give. Pass downfield. Is caught by Brown. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, KC.
Set. Let's go.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Say, hey! Let's go!
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 31 yards. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
Come on.
Now a give, but here comes the reverse. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Third and goal.
Ready! Hop, set, ready!
Quick throw, taken in.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their third quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This is fielded inside the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll run it to start the drive, and here is Smith. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First down.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Broncos.
18 Rattler, 70.
The throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 11 yards again. 2 plays in a row. And another first down. First and 10.
18, Pioneer. Cougar 19, trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Panther 60, Panther, go!
He'll try to pick this up with a pop pass. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
It's down.
So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Broncos cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Like a dawn, I'm a traveling man. LAX out of Baltimore, they landed in France.
They'll send Worthy in motion.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going up top. That's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Big play for KC. 31 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready, ready?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
In trouble, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
60, ready? 70 Timberwolves. Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
But once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot, drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Ready? Bronco 80. Go.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. He's got it! And he's into the end zone. They are pouring it on. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
I'll tell you what, Mike, there's being aggressive on 4th down, and then there's being really aggressive on 4th down. They weren't just trying to get an inch past the sticks. They were going for broke, but hey, when you have trust in your quarterback and your downfield weapons, I don't blame them.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Chiefs add on to their already sizable lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
7-yard line.
Let's go. Viking 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. First down throw there is incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Was brought down, and that pass is going to pick up 4 as bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Set up.
This one down the field, but wind up incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
Dragon 60.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's taken in, and this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7. Rig alert, rig alert.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Tag. Viking 18. Buffalo 18.
Back to the air again. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
2. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18, Pioneer. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's got another one. Touchdown, KC. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This fielded at about the 9. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Underfoot.
Living in this on the ground with Smith. It's It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the
Some
30.
teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Denver first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Dragon 60. Ready? 19 target, 19 Lion. 18 Pioneer. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Back to throw. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
At the 12-yard line.
On the set. Here we go. Cowboy, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
On the handoff, it's Smith. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
19. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Forced to his right. And He'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
Broncos first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready? 65, Jack. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Broncos will line up for the
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. That, not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. So, the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hit! Warriors, 70. Maverick, 60 Maverick.
The tight end going in motion to the left.
Go.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And he will score again. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the kid, it's Smith. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd down and 8.
Trap 60, let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. Now he'll run. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
43-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
On the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Take it to him. Yeah, let's go. On the ready. Dig deep. Come on. Set. Get up.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
Liking 18.
He'll let one go down the middle. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Denver. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled the season output. He now has 4.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Accelerating toward midfield.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Ready up. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Hurt. 18 Pioneers. Mustang 19. Panther 11, Chop 60. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, Not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Ready, break! Cup 19! Cup 19! Come on, set! Cougar 19! Buffalo 18! Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And into the hands of Worthy. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Chiefs.
Ready!
They'll come up here, first and 10.
60 yards, go! Cowboy, 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll send Worthy in motion.
Ready?
To the air now on first and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I'll tell you one thing, Mike, this pass rush certainly isn't the reason why they're losing this game right now. I mean, they have made their presence felt all throughout this game, and they're about a half second away from adding another sack to their total.
19 Lion, Warrior 7, 18 Card, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Set, hurt.
They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Chiefs 62. Broncos 25. Daniel Carlson.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Moving outside the pocket. Going for it all. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short.
What a throw. I mean, Mike, you talk about arm strength, and you hear that so often kicked around the league, but to see a guy on the run, outside of the pocket, be able to not only keep his eyes downfield to watch his receiver break open, but then to be able to put that ball out there far enough on the money. The reality is there's just not a lot of guys in the league that can make that throw. And fortunately for this offense, they've got a guy and they've got a touchdown.
That is hot, and they get the 2-point conversion.
The score, Chiefs 62.